In this video, we're going to talk about the Death Guard Elite unit that can hit on threes, move and shoot heavy weapons, and stays locked up in the basement like your Uncle Henry. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Hello again, Tabletop Warriors, and welcome back to the Plague Den. My name's Tony, and this is my continuing video series where we explore the 40k universe one model at a time. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and please consider subscribing for more videos just like this one. So what a Death Guard Elite choice do they keep locked up when they're not using them? It is today's model, the Helbrute. We're going to talk about this guy, and I'm going to give you 5 tactics and tips for including him in your Death Guard army, and we're coming right up. Number 1 is going to be the Inexorable Advance. So Helbrutes for the Death Guard get that rule that the other Chaos Space Marine Helbrutes don't get. They get to be able to move and shoot heavy weapons without penalty. So using this for your advantage when you're positioning him or using his 8-inch movement to move him to a point where he can further shoot his weapons, you're still hitting on threes. And that's kind of a big deal because not all the vehicles in the Death Guard Codex hit on threes. You got the Predator, the Land Raider, and the Helbrute. The rest of them are hitting on fours. So not suffering that penalty, hitting on threes, still kind of a big deal. So he gets that rule. In addition, if you put 2 Helbrute fists on him and you have combi bolters, he still gets the 18-inch rapid fire 2 as opposed to the 12-inch rapid fire 2, which other combi bolters in the Chaos Space Marine Army, that's how they work. Number 3 is going to be that Stratagem Fire Frenzy. Now, you can't give the Helbrute a whole lot of bonuses. You can put a Chaos Lord near him if you have multiple ones, or if you have a couple, like a Predator in the back and a Helbrute, you put a Chaos Lord with him, re-rolling those ones to hit. But there isn't a whole lot of bonuses that you can give him. It's not obviously the heavy weapons aren't plague weapons, but what you can use is the Fire Frenzy Stratagem, which costs 1 command point. Basically, what it does is it lets you fire twice against the nearest visible unit, but you can't move, so you can't move and shoot. In order to overcome this, is keep in mind that you can get him into position to use it on the next turn, pay 1 command point, and if you load him out with with the twin link glass cannon and the missile launcher, you can shoot all those weapons twice at the nearest visible unit. So if you put him in the right position and you wait for the appropriate time to use him, this can be a devastating strategy, especially if you're trying to take out a big tank or a big unit. If you're playing Tyranids and it's a huge unit, or you're playing Imperium and they have a huge tank or something like that and you really want to get rid of it, or flyers, or what have you, the list goes on and on. Just make sure that you're putting him in position to use that stratagem the turn before, and that you're picking the right time to use it in your shooting phase, and fire twice. Number 4 is going to be the Craze Special Rule. So the good thing about this is every time he suffers an unsaved wound, you get to roll a die. If you roll a 6, he gets to immediately make a shooting attack against the nearest visible unit if there isn't one, or if he's close enough to combat, he can jump into combat and make melee attacks. If you're going to try to use this special rule to your advantage, or you're going to put him in kind of the thick of things, make sure that you load him out correctly. So I would suggest twin link glass cannon or missile launcher and a Helbrute fist, so that you can get in there and make the most of your close combat attacks in case you roll that 6. Remember, he does not have Disgustingly Resilient. He does not have an invul like the other demon engines out there, which is one of the reasons why they let him shoot on a 3+ as opposed to a 4+. So you're giving up that ballistic skill, get down to a 3+, but he doesn't have some of the special rules like the 5+ invul or Disgustingly Resilient. So at 8 wounds with a 3+ regular save, you've got to be careful because he is kind of fragile and squishy. Make a decision on where you're going to use him and just keep that in mind. Number 5 is going to be the loadout. Carefully consider what weapons you want to give him before you go into your actual match. When you're making your army list, think about how your weapons synergize with the rest of your army. Do you have a Chaos Lord in the back that's going to give him the +1 to roll, and you think you're going to face a bunch of heavy tanks and stuff, so maybe you want to give him the missile launcher and the twin-linked las cannon and just have him fire away every turn. That's good. He can move around, he can use the Inexorable Advance like we talked about in tip 1, and he can make good use of that. The one thing I would be careful with is, because he's kind of squishy, because he only has a 3-up save and 8 wounds, is you got to keep him out of the middle. If he's getting shot at, he's going to be getting shot at by the big stuff. Don't let him get shot at by all the infantry and everything else. If he's taking 20, 30 shots a turn, he's not gonna last very long. So either keep him in the back and keep him protected, or get him into combat and put the combat weapons on him as quickly as possible. Those Helbrute fists are nasty. My last tip for you guys, which is gonna be tip number 6, is magnetize, right? Magnetize everything. There's some tutorials online on how to magnetize all of his weapon systems so you could have everything. The heavy bolter, the twin-linked las cannon, the auto cannon, the multi-melta. You can put the missile launcher or the Helbrute fists, the tendril thing, I can't remember what it's called. Follow the videos and magnetize your Helbrutes so that you can benefit the most from all the weapon systems and have choices, right? You want to make sure that before you go into your battle that you have some choices. Don't just build a model, glue it all together with a Helbrute fist and a multi-melta and just live in regret for the rest of the time you own him because he's all glued together. Take the time when you first buy him to magnetize. I can make a video about magnetizing the Helbrute. I actually magnetize mine, but there's a couple of videos already on YouTube. Watch, learn, magnetize. So there you go, guys. 5 tactics and tips to get the best out of your Helbrute in your Death Guard army. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps. Comment down below and please let me know how you guys are loading them out. Did you make the mistake of not magnetizing and you glued everything together and now you're stuck with it? Let me know what your loadout is, how you use them in your Death Guard army. And please subscribe for more videos for the Plague Den. Until next time, this is Tony saying to win all your battles in life and on the tabletop. See you later.